So, as I usually do, I decided that I could spend some time between this episode and the last one just trying to level up a few of our expeditions and trying to get some pristine exhibits for Memento Mile. But there was an interesting little thing that happened between episodes that caused me to Alt F4, and I want to take a second to talk about that. Basically, I had to quit out of the game because if I didn't, we were going to progress, and I didn't want to do that off camera, so yes. Let's take a moment and just talk about it a little bit. So, you know how every now and then we get an exhibit that has to go in here? It's sort of a general display thing, and it just lives in this little spot. Well, we have an offer for one of those, the horse head statue. And if we go ahead and put it in the museum, we complete our objective. You can kind of see why I might have wanted to quit out and not, make too much progress off camera. So long and short, congratulations, you've done it. You're gaining quite the reputation, but you'll need a little more success before the county will give you a 3-star evaluation. See what you can do at other museums and come back later when you've increased your curator class. So basically, we are now a 2-star museum, which is fantastic. We've unlocked a cafeteria, which I'm very excited about. We got a new bench and we got bandage box 2, which I'm also excited about. We have the security exhibition unlocked. I'm not really sure what that is. That looks like it might be a new museum, which could be kind of cool. We have a toy stand. I'm assuming these guys are both for the gift shop, and then this is a new vending machine. We also got 300 kudosh, which is amazing. This looks really cool. That's a really cool looking vending machine, actually. I have no idea where I want to put it. I'm thinking up here for one of those is where it's going to go. I'd also like to get another one in here if that's going to be possible, which I'm not 100. Well, actually, you know what? Is this a really bad spot for a vending machine? It feels like it is, but it's going to live right there because I do want this new vending machine in the museum just a little bit. And I think, you know what we'll do? We'll get another one right there, and we'll get another one just on the other side as well. Oh, wait, no, we can't. You know what? That's fine. That's totally fine. I do want to look at the cafeteria though. It's a 4x3. It requires an archway, a serving station, a table, and a tray bin. So I'm assuming, is a cafeteria, is it a staff room or is it a provide food and drink? I'm thinking that's for everybody, which is pretty cool. I also like the idea that we can upgrade the bandage boxes now, so we could absolutely do that. I think I'm kind of willing to go around and upgrade all of these, which seems like a pretty good idea. Do we have 2 staff rooms over here still? We absolutely do. There's a bandage box right there. We'll get that upgraded. And we still have this one up here, which we can go ahead and upgrade as well. It's going to take a little while to do that, but honestly, I'm completely fine with it. And I guess moving forward, we need to get Curator Class 3 we need to get Curator Class 3, but to do that, we need to get a 2-star rating in 2 museums and also receive bronze in County Archives pop-up exhibition. Interesting. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's get this horse head statue into the museum because we have things to do with that. I also have a cave painting corner. We already have one of those, so this guy's just going to go into the analysis machine. We can take a look at it and try to make the cave painting corner that we have down here a little bit better. And I'm going to be honest, my assumption with that previous objective about needing 3 different categories of display was that we were probably going to have to bring in some paranormal exhibits. I was thinking that this entire hallway over here could have a bunch of paranormal theming, and I'm still kind of considering that. I'm not going to lie. It probably doesn't make a lot of sense to have to go through the paranormal exhibit to get into the botany exhibit, but I'm not against doing that. And I'm thinking I might still do that because this museum is not making an absolute ton of money, and it could be kind of fun to play around with theming a little bit, kind of like what we did up here, except with an entire corridor over here. So I think I want to play around with that for a little bit. We might get started in a new museum today. We also unlocked a trellis fence, which I really like, but we'll see. I'm kind of just winging it today to see what exactly we end up getting into. I'm not against the idea of starting a new museum, but I'm also kind of not against the idea of spending some time trying to make this area look kind of cool. So I'm going to put a wall right there, and we're going to put a wall right here. And then for doors on this guy, We have the security archway, which is self-scanning, reduces the chance of theft. Ooh. Okay, I was kind of thinking I was going to use the Gothic archway again because it looks fantastic, but honestly, the security archway actually doing a job that's pretty good. I don't know about you, but I like that a lot. That's very, very cool. Let me move this guy for a second into that spot, and let me go and get myself the security archway for this little bit of wall right there. And then we'll move this guy back into, I want to say right about there, should be totally fine. That looks all right. So yeah, this can be a paranormal space is what it's going to be, which means that the floor is going to need swapped out for, I want to say the creepy carpet is what we're going to go for in there. I think that looks great. And then we could maybe swap out the tiles for something darker. Do we have something darker? We have gravel. I don't think we're going to go with the gravel though. I'm going to be honest with you. It's a little, yeah, we might be a little stuck on something darker here. I don't think we're going to have that option, unfortunately. We might just stick with what we had. I'm also realizing that to do this, I'm going to need a supernatural expert in the museum. So we'll send out an ad to try and get somebody for that. And then we're going to have to train them up a little bit as well. We've got a lot of stuff to do. This might not be an amazing idea. I'm going to be completely honest. This genuinely might be a terrible idea, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes and we'll see what happens. I think for the time being, I kind of just want to give this a shot. I kind of just want to have some fun with it and see what happens if we have all of these different exhibits going on. So we'll go for you. We'll bring you in. I would like to train you because we are going to need people that can do something like, well, now that I think about it, this will increase spirit restoration speed. So this, I think, is all about poltergeists. And I don't think we're going to do poltergeists, to be totally honest. I just don't really think I want to do that. What I would like to do is get you sorted out for, oh, what do I want you to do? Now that I think about it, most of the paranormal exhibits, I think I did max them out. So I probably don't need survey boosting. I probably want to give you something like rapid restoration because there's not going to be too many of you. So we'll try that out. We'll get you trained up in rapid restoration. And I want to take a look and see what exactly I would need to send people into the underworld. So we do just need one of you guys. This will get me one of these 3 exhibits, which honestly I'm probably fine with. I don't think we want anything huge. And I don't think I want any poltergeists either, or the animatronics. So for the most part, I think we'll keep this relatively simple is what we're going to do. We're not going to overdo it. We're not going to go too crazy. We'll just get some relatively simple little paranormal exhibits. So the expedition is on its way back, which means we should have the first paranormal exhibit for this museum. I'm kind of excited about it, kind of curious to see what we're going to be dealing with initially. And it's going to be the faulty phone. Honestly, the least interesting of the options that we had, but it's pristine, which is great. So we'll go ahead and place this into this part of the museum just over here. I think it can live, I want to say right in the middle for now is probably fine. I'm also thinking I want to ever so slightly change the way the floor is done in here. So I'm going to grab this, grab you, and do this kind of thing so that the wooden floor just sort of comes out a little bit so that I can maybe move the exhibits away from the wall. I think that looks better. I think that looks a lot better. And then what I'd also like to do is make sure that all of my walls in here are sorted out properly and have the same material on them. And then we can go in with a few wide info stands, I think. So one right there seems good. One right there seems good. That'll cover pretty much everything that's going to be in this space. But I think just for the hell of it, we'll put 4 of them across that wall, and then I can maybe get away with some decorations too. So we can do something like this guy in between them on either side, which I think is pretty great. We could unlock a few interesting decorations once we start to examine a lot of this stuff, which I'm definitely keen to do. We also have the chandelier, which I'm going to say can live there, and then in front of the banners as well. And that gives us 5 of 5 in the decoration, which is absolutely fantastic. I am kind of thinking I might be cheeky and do a couple little candles either side of this archway just to really, really push that decoration. And then maybe a little candle here as well. And just a little candle here could be kind of a good idea. I think that kind of works It decorates the space. It means if we get the 3 exhibits, we can put them across there, and that's going to be a beautiful little space for those exhibits. I also need donations. Almost forgot about them. I know there's a couple of spots in the museum that I did forget about. I've since gone and corrected that. I've seen a couple of comments that talked about it as well. So now that that's sorted, let's, I guess, send out another expedition. We'll keep kind of doing the same thing to try and get the rest of those exhibits and get ourselves that little paranormal space going, which honestly, I like. I like that we can kind of do this with this little corner of the museum. This is kind of fun. Oh, and wouldn't you know that the second one is the haunted doll? I mean, it's only epic. It could be better, but we can probably get a better one eventually. I still don't love the fact that this thing just stares at me. I don't think I'm ever going to love the fact that this thing just stares at me, but that's totally fine. It is going to need a customized name. That's interesting. That's actually very interesting. You can customize the name on this thing. We can also give it a decoration boost, which I'm happy enough to do. This guy is maxed out, which is great. So this needs a different name. I'm just going to change it from haunted doll to like creepy doll. And that gives us 46 of 49. Decoration around this could be better though, which makes sense. It being off center absolutely makes sense. What can I do around you to make you a little bit more decorated? I could probably do a catacomb wall here. That actually seems like a really solid bet. And I think, yeah, that absolutely worked as well. So now people can look at that. We have a good number of people in this space. We just need one more exhibit for this, this little section. So we'll send the expert back out as we usually do. We'll go for bonus XP. We'll go detailed, and hopefully we can get the mannequin thing that moves to finish out the little haunted exhibit that we have on this side of the new museum. And wouldn't you know, we get a pristine version of the haunted mannequin. So you are absolutely gonna be living just over this way. We'll go ahead and swing this around. In fact, I'm gonna swap these guys around a little bit. You are gonna move to there. You are gonna move to the middle, and then you are gonna be over on the left side right there. So 5 of 5 in decoration, 5 of 5, and 5 of 5. Are you good on buzz as well? You absolutely are. They're all good on buzz, which is fantastic news. No perks available for them right now, which is totally fine as well. We will probably want to do a little bit more expeditioning to get some perks for these guys and to boost the knowledge around them. But that's something I can probably do between episodes. I don't really think we need to spend a bunch of time in an episode just repeating the same things over and over again. I just wanted to get those 3 exhibits in there because I think they look really cool. I'm also thinking it might not be a bad idea to get some benches in here. I really like the plank bench. I also do like this wooden bench, and I did go ahead and put a few of those into the botany space because I think they made sense. But I think what we can do is go in here with the nether bench. I think that would be pretty good for this little haunted space. So just a little something like that seems good. Can I get you changed out? Do I have a preset purple on this? I totally do. Of course I do. So we'll go ahead and get these guys set out for that nice purple color. And that looks good. I think it's simple. It's obviously quite simple. We're not going to go too crazy doing much more with this, but I like it. It's simple. It's a little haunted space. We're making money again. We have, I think, a level 25 museum, 2 of 2 stars. And I suppose to get a 2-star rating in another museum, we kind of have a bit of a choice now, because we could go down to Passwater Cove, which I'm assuming is it's a marine life collection, and that makes sense. We could go back to Wayland Lodge though and try and get 2 stars up there. And then eventually, regardless, we do need to go to the county archives and protect the Department of Culture's collection from criminals. I kind of like the idea of getting that out of the way. I'm assuming this is like a little challenge thing that we need to do. I've no idea. It doesn't seem like it's just a regular museum. So if we can get bronze, which is $7,500, whatever that means, we complete one of the requirements for Curator Class 3. So I think since we spent some time, you know, finishing out with Memento Mile, I think today we'll go ahead and just jump straight to the county archives, which I guess is some kind of challenge. So here at the county's archives, the Department of Culture want to raise funds with an exhibition. Attempts have failed in the past, with criminals stealing the donations as well as the exhibits. Not exactly commercially viable. Manage museum security and raise as much money as possible for the Department of Culture without running any expeditions. To complete this challenge, you should achieve the minimum score points. Okay, so we have a security guy down here, which is fine. I guess we need to not send that expedition. This is a really, really beautiful exhibit. Oh my God. I think I need to start spending some time making my museums look cool, because this looks incredible. Like really, really good. Also the staff door so they can get through really quickly is kind of a cool point. Also the fact that there's like an entrance here with a, look at the size of this gift shop. This is so cool. And we have like a big sort of staff only area back here with their training. That's, oh my God. I kind of love this. I really do. It's a really, really cool space. Also the staff door to go through here and then get into this space. I need to take notes. I need to take some notes. The way this is laid out is so good. Then all these different areas set up like that. That's so good. I'm kind of in love with this. I'm kind of in love with how this space is laid out. That's so cool. Okay, enough about all of that. I didn't read what the guy had to say at the bottom of the screen either. Do we have staff? Do we have security? We do now. Do we have a camera room? Oh, is that why we're doing this? Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I have $20,000. I'm going to hire you. I'm going to hire, you. I'm going to hire you. And I'm going to hire you is what I'm going to do. We have $18,000. So my thinking is the game probably wants me to do camera rooms, right? So we need to cover the exhibits and probably just get some security in here. So this thing's $200. Where can I put this little security chair where it's not going to be interfering with a bunch of stuff? So here is not a bad spot, but it doesn't really cover much. Back there seems pretty good. I think that's a decent little spot for a security chair. I think we can live with that. And I think we can maybe live with a little security chair right about there as well. So that kind of covers that room for the most part. And then I don't know that I want to go too crazy with, I mean, I could just put a security chair right there. It's a little bit in the way of everything, but sort of makes sense to me. Right there doesn't seem bad though. So another security chair for that spot. This room can probably have a camera. This room is probably looking at cameras as well. I love that this is all like enclosed. I actually genuinely love that it's all properly enclosed. It's very, very cool the way it's laid out. I am a little jealous, little envious, little annoyed. I'm a lot of things right now, but it's very cool. Let's get this camera room though, and let's figure out where exactly it can go. I want to say central is going to be the best spot for this. So let's go for this space here. It can be a 3x2. We're going to make it a 3x4 and we'll go and do this. We'll get our little thing down there. I can't spend too much money on this. That's for sure. We don't have a lot of money here. So we'll just do that, which is fine. Can I just assign someone to this? I absolutely can. So that has us good. And then I just need to make sure that the cameras are connected to everything, right? So let's do, how am I going to do this? Can I do a camera? The cameras move, I think. So I think a camera there is probably fine. I want to say a camera, putting it back there seems silly. A camera there seems pretty good. And now we're broke. So sure. The best defense for criminal activity is museum security. A team of security guards and a network of security cameras can keep the museum secure. The county's criminal underworld is made of different criminal guilds. The different groups each have their own signature style, requiring particular security attention. Are you telling me that some of them mine in here and that others use the toilet? Okay. Interesting. Sure. Sure, I guess. That's absolutely wild. You know what I'm also realizing we should do? We should absolutely assign someone. So there's already someone in that chair. We're going to have someone in that chair. I want to make zones. I think adding some zones to this would be a really good idea. So I think something like this as a zone would be a great idea. I'm pretty sure I can let them leave the zone to meet their needs. I think. Not 100% sure on that one, but we'll figure that out together is what we'll do. Get this little angle going here as well, just to keep everything good. So that should be fine. I could probably teach them a few things by letting them kind of go in here as well. I'm not really against doing that, but that's going to be zone 1. Zone number 2, I guess, is going to be all of this space, which again, I'm completely fine with. I just kind of want to get it laid out really, really quickly. And then I guess zone number 3 can be this entire upper space, which is definitely a little bit larger than the other zones, but I'm kind of okay with that. And I'm kind of not too worried about it. Not 100% sure that I'm going to be assigning anyone to the zones right away, but I think it's good to at least have them there. And we have 180 days total that we need to be doing this. So we'll speed things up. We have people coming in, which is great. We need to get, I think it was $7,500 in donations, and we need to make sure that they're not getting stolen in the process. So I do wonder if I can change. I'm assuming I can change bits of construction around here, right? Yeah, so I could get rid of this door, presumably, and put in a one-way door if I really wanted to, right? I would have to imagine that's a thing I can do. So can I don't want to edit the wall. I want to edit the building. It's what I want to do. But I think that would be kind of cool if I could put some one-way doors in there. That would be kind of ideal. They are kind of expensive, but yeah, we're going to experiment a little bit with that because we might be able to reduce crime if we can force people through the museum in a very specific way. I'm also wondering, do we have anything in our inventory? No. Okay. So we are purely hoping to deal with security on this. That is the only thing that matters, is the security of this museum. We're not going on exhibitions. Yes. No. Exhibitions? Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. We're not getting new exhibits or anything. We are just dealing with security. And that's fine. We'll figure it out. There's a new crime guild in the area casing the museum. The golden molars enter through holes in the ground. Once they've stole, the mole will head back to their hole. Okay. All right. Well, there's the mole hole right there. Security has spotted them, which is great. Are you... So it looks like security. Yeah, they're just pepper spraying them. There's another one. All right. I immediately think we need more security. I don't think we can afford more security, but we're going to try is what we're going to do. We're just going to try and load this place with security, really. They've stolen one of our exhibits. Really? Already? That did not take long. Sure. Wait, they've stolen another one? Oh my God. Oh man. Okay. So do janitors clear up these holes, I guess? I'm assuming that's what they do. Let me hire you. Let me hire another one. Let me get you in here. And I'm thinking we start putting them in zones is what we do, because this is going really badly. Let me see. So you are out there. I'm going to say you're going to zone 1 and you're going to zone 1. You're going to be 2 or 4 rather. That's fine. And you're there and you're there. And then you, I don't know what you do. So security, Herbie, I think it was, or whatever your name was. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Herbie, you're doing the camera stuff is what I need you to do. So can I get you assigned to this camera room? Is that an option that we have? It absolutely is. There we go. So we'll get you in there and that's hopefully going to be fine. I don't know what the complaint is about this room though. It seems like it's okay. And I'm hoping now, oh my God, Boggy Men. There's a new crime guild in the area, casing the museum. They make their signature entrance through the toilet. Okay. That'll be fine, I'm sure. I am hoping, oh, there's one of them. There's one of them right there. Are you, okay. I'm hoping that we got everything back there. We have caught 7 criminals so far. We have a little bit of money as well. Oh my God. This is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. We're gonna hire you is what we're gonna do. And I want to hire, I don't really need all these guys. We're gonna just hire just a absolute ton of security. Oh, they stole another one. Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. I think we're getting there though. Oh, the golden molars are back. I think we're getting there. We don't need much more until we get bronze. Oh, they took one of these as well. Oh no. Oh wait, did we just purchase it back? I think we did. Okay. I think we're getting there. Right? We've only got 60 days left, which is not great, but we're, you know, $2,000 more in donations and we're fine. You know what I wonder? I wonder if I could just assign a security guard to a bathroom and have them stay in there. If I just made that a zone, that would stop the bogeyman from getting through. We might have to do that at some point. That might not be a terrible idea. We're also looking like we've definitely got the bronze here, which is amazing. We might get our hands on silver, which would be incredible. Unfortunately, I do think having lost quite a few exhibits so far, especially some rather high profile exhibits, not 100% sure. Well, no, I am 100% sure. We're not going to be getting gold, but there is a solid chance we might get silver on this, which honestly, for my first attempt at this kind of little challenge, which is fun, by the way, I'm kind of enjoying this. I'm kind of happy about it. I'm definitely kind of happy about it. I'm not happy that things are getting stolen, but to be fair, we've made some money here. We got silver, which got us security supplies and a security camera post, which if this actually works as an actual security camera, that's very, very cool. And so that brings us back to the map where I think, to be totally honest, I kind of want to go back to Wayland Lodge and see what we can do to make this place into a 2-star museum. I kind of like I'll be honest, I'm playing this game a little bit with a completionist mindset where I want to do everything. And I know that's a little weird given that I could go and do Passwater Cove, right? That's part of everything, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit more straightforward to go from 1 to 2 stars on Wayland Lodge than it is to start a totally new museum down at Passwater and try to get it up to 2 stars. I do really want to go into marine biology. I really want to see what that's all about, but I think Wayland Lodge, I think what I'd like to do is get it to 2 stars and then maybe try and get Passwater from 1 to 3, like we do the whole gambit with that. That could be kind of fun.
You're back on 2 Point Radio with the news that next week's episode of Strange, Isn't It? Will feature the county's supernatural museum, where spirits from the Netherworld visit comfortably in period-appropriate hotel rooms. Apparently, the episode will focus on soft furnishings and the evolution of room service. Okay then. I must say, while the few episodes I finished weren't, good? They were, admittedly, very strange.
I don't remember this guy's voice. That's going to be interesting. The path through the Netherworld is sealed by nether gates to block the path of the living. Yes. You'll need spirit keys to open nether gates. I shouldn't be doing this, no, but I know how to make such a key, or something close enough. If the Netherworld find out, I'll be in undead trouble, yes. But I can't say no to more guests. There is more than one nether gate to choose, and you're doing the expeditions. I'll leave it up to you, yes. Okay, so we have a workshop project for a spirit key, which we do need to unblock some of the Netherworld locations. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and start the spirit key. And my question, I suppose, is do we happen to have more space around here that we can build on? Can I like build over here, for example? Because that would be kind of interesting to do. I'm also going to be completely honest. I've already forgotten how exactly we get more land. I've genuinely already forgotten. Do we have somewhere for a generic little exhibit somewhere? I don't know that we do. Can I just put it here? Does that work? It's 4 of 5. Does it need 5 of 5? It does not. Okay, that can live right there. That's totally okay by me. You know, it's just hit me that this is the perfect opportunity to start some expeditions to the Netherworld for the sole purpose of bringing back things that I can analyze. So let's just autofill this. I don't know that we need to do anything too crazy with it, to be quite honest. We could do this to get better survey level. It really doesn't make too much of a difference because this is already at 100%, but I think we'll go for a bit of bonus XP. We can do something safe. I could probably do something quick, to be totally honest, because as it stands, again, we just need some stuff that we can analyze, and well, to do that, we're going to need an analysis room. So I guess that's probably something to get built up here. It has to be a 4x4, so it can totally live in that space. And what we'll do is just put the door for it right back there, so that corner has kind of a purpose to it. We'll put the machine itself into, I want to say right there. And I guess in terms of decorating it, we want this place to look interesting, because that's something that routinely gets complained about, is that my analysis rooms kind of suck. So we'll put a crate back there, get a little whiteboard, put it over on this side. We've got a server cabinet, which is a lot of kudosh, so we're not going to be getting that anytime soon. And we could do more analysis terminals if we wanted to. I guess we'll do one down there. And that seems fine. I think we can work with that. I would like to go and make sure that the floor is sorted out for this space as well, which it now is. And then I guess we just need someone to analyze whatever we get back here. So let's open the crate and take a bit of a look. Got the faulty phone. It's going to go right in there. And I'm sure, or at least I hope, that we have somebody that can actually analyze it. We only have 4 experts here, which is wild considering... That really is kind of wild considering how many we have in Memento Mile, but you know what? That's totally fine. Let's start another expedition here. Let me go for XP. Let me do speedy on this, although it might damage the helicopter. Interesting. So one of these events will happen on the expedition. I'm sort of okay with that. You know what? We're going to give it a shot. Or maybe just do safe. I think safe probably makes the most sense, right? Let's not risk the helicopter. Let's just, well, play it safe. Anyway, we have the expedition back, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we're dealing with. It is a pristine haunted doll. Do we have a doll that needs replaced out here, or are they both pristine? This one is not. So you are going into the inventory. You are going to live right there now. Is what you're going to do. You can probably go back a little bit. Actually, now that I think about it, right to about there seems good. And once we're done with this analysis, we can go ahead and throw that haunted doll into the analysis machine. And I guess now that the helicopter's back, we need to complete an expedition to a nether gate with a spirit key. So let's take a little look at what all of that's about. I think this is a nether gate north. It needs a lot of people. Good Lord. We'll set this up. So we need to avoid any missing in action situation here. We'll autofill this, which thankfully we can avoid this because of the combined levels of everybody. If we can send an expert that is able to do this, we can avoid stepping in ectoplasm. If we can send a janitor with this skill, basically we avoid everything as long as the staff are qualified to do what we need them to do. So that's what we're going to do. It's going to be about 20 days to start that expedition. And I'm curious to see how exactly that goes and what exactly that unlocks. But either way, that's going to be a good thing. I'm also thinking it might be worth starting a project here for a survey scanner, because obviously I'm kind of assuming we're going to get some new locations once we go through this nether gate. So having a survey scanner means we can, you know, improve the survey level that little bit quicker, which is exactly what I'm looking for. We're also finally unlocking some supernatural enlightenment here. There are, of course, 50 levels. But we can get the table and chair for now. We'll have a stump seat eventually. We have things like an empty clock in there. There's a lot of really, really cool looking stuff for supernatural decoration. I actually really like this as a way to unlock stuff for a specific theme. I like the idea that you can spend time, you know, at a certain museum, go ahead and get enlightened with whatever the museum's about. I just like it. I think it's pretty cool. Not only have you established a great museum, but a haunted hotel too. You've earned Mr. Wayland's trust. He's but whatever, the heart of the old hotel. Or you are. Wayland Lodge is a listed building, which means no editing the structure of the place, okay? It's the price you pay for its unique charm. Yes, let's go with charm. Oh, that's how we expand this place. Look at that. It's got a couple of poltergeist rooms built right in as well. It's got room at the back for another helipad. Oh, I see you. I saw that. That's very, very cool. That is very, very cool. I'm imagining we didn't get anything from this, right? Yeah, only staff XP. I used to dream of hosting the county's most... I don't remember what this guy's voice was. The county's most famous and illustrious guest. Yeah, see? And then the hotel was an enduring failure, see? But you've shown that anything can happen, yes. It's time to reopen the main lodge for the very first time. There are famous spirits throughout the Netherworld. Perhaps you could convince some of them to stay at the hotel. Okay. Famous spirits are one-of-a-kind exhibits. They only lived once. Displaying a spirit of significance would be a huge attraction for the museum. Look out for a special marker that indicates the presence of a famous spirit when looking at an expedition point of interest. Famous spirits are more demanding than their less famous counterparts. Keeping them happy and peaceful is sure to be a challenge. Okay. So that's fine. I'm actually very happy about this. So this is considered supernatural decoration. That's interesting. I want to spend some money. I do. I want to spend some money because I'm curious to see if I can be so bold as to put another helipad back here. And I totally can. It's not exactly central, but I'm going to do it because I would imagine that means I can send out 2 expeditions at once now, which seems like a really good thing to do. I will say I don't love that guests are immediately looking into these poltergeist rooms. Not a huge fan of that, but this is very cool. I'm very excited to put some stuff in here. Very, very excited to put some stuff in here. So we need to get the museum to level 19. We need to activate buzz bonuses and a famous spirit, and we need to find a famous spirit in the first place. So I guess we want to go here and unlock it, which interestingly doesn't have anybody famous right now, which is fine. This place also has mountainous plants. Interesting. Okay. Do we have any famous spirits around right now? It doesn't really look like it, does it? Does that mean that I would be... Oh, wait, no, this place does. Reach enlightenment level 4 in supernatural. Activate buzz bonuses on 1 Yeti. Okay. This is going to need a spirit key down here. I think we just go make some spirit keys. I think we spend some time making some spirit keys and we go around just doing what we can. Man, there's so much to do in this game. There is so much to do in this game and I kind of appreciate it. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's set up a basic expedition to here, which seems fine. We will go out. We don't need a survey scanner. We'll just do XP. And then, oh God, we spotted a criminal. I forgot about those. I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot about those. But I also want to set up another expedition because we have this place as well. It's also pristine, but again, there's more stuff we can potentially learn about, I guess. I don't know if I want to learn about the animatronics though. This place has gentlefolk as well as these guys. Yeah, let's set this one up as well. We're missing pretty much everything, which is great. We'll use, do I need to use a survey scanner here? I'm going to assume no. So we'll just autofill. We'll go with the bonus XP. We'll play it safe. And we can send out 2 expeditions now. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. I'm really excited about that. I will say, I do think we should look into a little bit of security here. So let me get myself I think a little security booth in here might not be the worst idea. I think right there seems like a decent little spot for it. A bit of a weird spot for it though. What if I put it back there? Does that work? It kind of does. Poor guy can just go sit in the corner in the dark. That's fine. Yeah, they can sit in the corner in the dark. That'll be all right. I would like to build a security room as well, a camera room. It's a 3x2, so it can live right about there, which does slightly mess with that door. Can I fix that? Can I modify this room just a little bit? Just move the door to that side. There we go. And then we'll build a camera room right about here. That should be totally fine. We'll put the desk on that wall. We'll put the alarm just sort of there. Seems all right. We could do another couple of camera booths. I don't think we'd need to. I would like to do a security speaker in here. I think that's kind of fun. I would like to do a security light somewhere. I think that's kind of fun as well. I don't know if we need it though, so maybe we don't bother. And I realize we have those new cameras that we can play with as well. So let's do some donuts. Let's do a coffee machine next to the donuts, and that's fine. We have some stuff down here that we can play with as well. Really not interested in spending the kudosh right now. Let's just build this thing, which looks pretty good, I think. I'm also thinking this space probably needs a new floor because we're getting a little bit narrow on the flooring in here. So let's go for, you know what? Let's go for this just dark tile that we have going on. I think that looks okay. And then I think some of these rooms could maybe just be slightly redecorated because they're a little bit dark and a little bit miserable. So the security room, I want to go for something. I mean, it's a lot of blue going on. So what if we go for something kind of bright? Or like a gray could potentially work, or a diamond gray. This is somewhere I will spend kudosh because I want to see if I can make this room look, that doesn't look gray, but I also don't hate that. So I'm willing to work with that. And then maybe the walls. Yeah, I think the room in general is just very blue. I'm okay with that. I think that looks good for the security room. I can work with that. And honestly, I'm not going to spend too long decorating the rest of it. So we're fine. We're totally fine. We only have 2 security guards as well. No, that's applicants. I'm an idiot. We have 2 security guards. Okay. All right, then. Let's, I'm going to hire a few more. Now that we're dealing with criminals, I think it makes sense that we hire a few more security guards. We'll do 2 more for now, and that should be all right. That's probably fine, right? Yeah, that's probably fine. So what are we dealing with here? What do we get back from this expedition? We got a haunted mannequin, which is great. It is pristine. Do we have a pristine one out here? We do not have a pristine haunted mannequin. So let me send you to our inventory, move you over to where that one was. And then the one that's in our inventory is now going to go. Oh, I've got a couple of things I need to do that with as well. Let's do the haunted doll first, since it was first in line. And then just before we move to wrap things up for today, because that's kind of where we're going, I'm sorry to say, this security camera post, invalid room, interesting, belongs outside. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. I mean, it does what I was expecting it to do. I was just hoping it would, you know, be an indoor thing, but that's okay. Can I put security cameras anywhere along this wall? I could put one there, which I'm sort of okay with. And I'm thinking we put one about there, which will cover those guys. And then probably one over here as well is not a bad idea. Right in that corner seems like a great little spot for security camera. So that should keep us pretty good in security. Security guard. I don't think we're going to need one in here, but it probably wouldn't hurt to maybe have a little camera just there as well, just to make sure the entire place is covered with security, which I want to say it probably is now. I want to say we're probably in a pretty good spot with security right there. So that makes me kind of happy. Let's go and take a look at what we got over this way. Hopefully something good. It is a ghost guster. We'll send it to inventory. And again, we will go ahead and get those all upgraded with some perks and stuff like that in the not too distant future. But I think for the time being, I'm kind of excited to see what we can go ahead and do with all of this space. I'm excited to see where we can go. Now I will go ahead and start another spirit key because we did just get one, but we're going to need 2. I would then like to go out and start clearing out these nether gates. So we'll set up this expedition. We will autofill. We want to get somebody with whatever that perk is and someone that's fast. So you're going to go out, and then I don't know what this perk happens to be. I have absolutely no idea what that perk is. That is just going to lower the exhibit quality though. So that's maybe not the end of the world if that happens. So I think I'm willing to just go ahead with this. We'll start that expedition. And I think just because we can start another one that's going to go somewhere else. That's basically what we're doing. So sure, set this up. That seems good. We'll send you out because we can, and we'll send out an expedition journal. We'll bring something back. We'll throw it into the analysis machine. I love that we can do this. I love that we can do 2 expeditions. That makes me very, very happy. Anyway, that's going to do us for today. I think we're in a good spot. I'm excited to see what we can do with Wayland Lodge going forward. Not too sure why these guys are complaining about not having donations, because there's nothing in those rooms. Not really sure what's going on there. Not really sure why people are over in this building at all, really. It's an odd one, but we will put some stuff in there. It'll be a good time. We'll make sure that that it's all good. And you know what? I think just because I'm curious, we are going to go ahead and we are going to see what we get back from these from this expedition and see what's on the other side of that nether gate, just because we might as well, just because we're here. Basically, we unlock Reaper Furrow apparently. So this is a Ghost Duster 1.0. We'll send it to inventory. These guys are back as well, which is totally fine. I'm pretty sure this is just staff XP in this crate. And if we go to have a bit of a look at the expedition map, we have unlocked Reaper Furrow. Okay. So there's not a VIP here either, which is frustrating, but there is one down here. We need to install 2 perks and get buzz bonuses on 1 peasant to unlock this place. That should be easy enough. And then this one was enlightenment level 4. We can get there. And buzz bonuses on a Yeti. We can absolutely get there. That shouldn't be all that difficult to do, is what I'm thinking. It shouldn't be. Whether or not it is a completely different story, but it shouldn't be all that difficult. Anyway, that is going to do us for today. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.